I'm super excited to talk to you about T-SQL Querying Fast Track video course. This course is live. It's up on sqlmaestros.com. You can subscribe and you can get started with T-SQL querying in SQL Server. Before we talk more about this course, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Amit Bansal. I have been working with SQL Server since 1999, but my enterprise real-world experience started from 2004 onwards. That was the year when I started working with Microsoft and its customers globally. So in last 15 odd years, I have worked with more than 200 SQL customers from more than 15 countries and worked on a lot of their enterprise mission critical SQL deployments. That gave me a lot of experience related to database design, querying, programming, application development, and performance tuning. What I did was packaged all my SQL Server experience into querying, programming, and performance tuning video course. And this one is about T-SQL querying. Over the last 12-15 years, I have delivered more than 400 training assignments, online classes, in-person classes, and about 100 of them have been master classes. And that's my overall SQL Server experience. Microsoft has honored me with MVP status for SQL Server. That stands for Microsoft Most Valuable Professional for SQL Server. Since 2007, I have this award and I still am an MVP. I was also honored by Microsoft as a regional director and I still hold this status. I'm also a Microsoft certified master of SQL Server. Now that link there, sqlmaestros.com/Amit-Bansal, you can click on that and you can learn more about me. Let's move forward. Now, all this SQL Server experience is recorded online, which is all my classes that I have delivered and all the feedback that I have got from my participants is all up and there for you to see and evaluate. So I want to take a few minutes, take you through those pages. So let's go online on SQL Maestros website now. First, I will take you through the past assignments. So if you look there, all the different masterclass assignments that I've done over the years in different parts of India and global. So you can see Bombay, Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore, multiple batches, of course. Then there is Chennai, there is Gurgaon, all of them. And these have been masterclasses around performance tuning, querying, and programming. Those were the three key courses that I have been delivering over the years. And of course, advanced T-SQL querying and programming has been one of my favorite subjects as well. Moving forward, these were all different classes, lovely pictures. We had fun time with all my participants, giving them certificates and having lunch and dinner with them and talking SQL Server all the time. So we had those lovely meetups in these classes. Each class was like 5 days, 3 day long. And the best part is if I scroll up quickly, you will see the past corporate assignments, and that's a gem of a thing to see. So you will see that I'm starting from 2015 there, and going all the way back to 14, 13, 12, which also means that recent years, I did not really get much time to record stuff online. I just did not update. But then at some point, I was really updating each assignment online. And now we are in 2013. And you can see hundreds of classes, SQL Server classes, training assignments that I've been delivering over the year in more than 18 odd countries, so to say. And yes, now we are back in the previous decade. And there you can see all these classes and the group pictures. So many participants. I'm very honored to have trained like more than 9,000 SQL Server professionals in last 15 years. And yeah, this one is amazing. Let me just kind of magnify if I can. Yeah, that goes all the way back to 2004 in Mumbai. That's one of my first few training assignments. Now, all these classes that I've done, I always wanted to transparently record the feedback, and I have another page there, masterclass testimonials. We name this as masterclass testimonials, but this has feedback from almost all classes. So if you see, starting with the batch in UK that I did, and then the one in Wellington, and then Auckland, Christchurch, Singapore, then the class in Copenhagen in Denmark. Amazing. Very thankful to all the participants and attendees who gave so much feedback, and it's all transparent out there on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Look at that, all the masterclass participants giving such amazing feedback. The great thing is you can browse all of this, connect with them, talk to them directly if you want to. This is all for your evaluation. And of course, the masterclass feedback, I mean, at some point I was recording all the links there. So each of those links are actually permalink to Facebook and LinkedIn, and well categorized with each masterclass that we have done. Great. And of course, I also had time to write blogs. So I was writing these blogs and the feedback was all recorded and we digitized and all of that. So this is great overall SQL Server experience, which I just wanted to share lovely memories that I have with SQL Server classes and trainings and with all my participants. Let's go back to the slides. Now these two links, browse past assignments and the bit.ly MC testimonials link, both the links are available in the YouTube description. And if you're watching this video on the SQL Maestros page, then they are available on the video course page also. Now let's talk about the T-SQL querying fast track video course. What are we covering in this course? This course has 9 modules starting from introduction to T-SQL querying all the way up to wrap up. And we are covering joins, set operators, subqueries, table expressions, ranking functions, aggregations, and pivoting. So if you see, it's quite a wide coverage, the breadth of it, and we are touching upon all the important elements that you are going to most commonly use when you want to fetch data out of SQL Server. Now, before you decide to subscribe to this course, I want to take you through setting some expectations as to who this course really is for and what can you expect out of this course. And I want to be very honest about that because I want to make sure that you take the right decision. First up, who is this course for? This course is for anyone who is working with SQL Server, be it in the capacity as a developer or as an administrator, consultant, or architect. If you have a need to fetch data out of SQL Server, then this course is for you. But what about the prerequisite? Do you have 10 years of experience with T-SQL and querying and programming? Then of course this course is not for you. So this course is for someone who just has basic experience with SQL Server. You're just getting started with querying. You might have written just a few select statements, but now you want to go beyond that. And that is where this course will come into picture. And it is fast track, which means it gives you the key important elements and gets you quickly started. It's not that 40, 50, 100 hour of training, and trying to show you every little T-SQL language elements that you can get while doing this. Now, what are we covering? Broad coverage of Transact-SQL querying aspect. So, go back and you can see all the modules once again to see. And this is at level 200, which means we cover basic to intermediate stuff. Level 300, 400 could be advanced and expert level stuff, but then because it is fast track, 12 to 15 hours of content, we are trying to ensure that the breadth is covered, but not really depth. We have other advanced courses in SQL Maestros that you may want to browse if you want to go very deep and if you want advanced coverage. The course title says fast track, but it still has a lot of coverage and the focus is on demos. The demos are the real values. Sometimes modules and slides and concept theory, they are short, but demos are big. In fact, when I was recording all the demos, there were times that I had to really hold myself back because I was just getting into advanced demos. But then a lot of demos have been recorded and I kind of packed everything into this course. The content coverage is from SQL 2005 to 2019. As of this recording, the latest version of Microsoft SQL Server is 2019. So all demos are in 2019, but the concept and the skills and the knowledge that you gain in this course can be applied to any version, be it 2005 or 2019. Of course, there are certain things that are new in the latest releases of SQL Server that will only apply to 2019 or 17 or 16, and we are going to call that out. Of course, the skills that you gain here will be applicable even beyond 2019 to all the future releases of SQL Server. Important things, to the point and more pointers. That is your takeaway from this T-SQL querying video course. As I said, less of internals, but more practical stuff. My objective here is that if you subscribe to this course and spend 12-15 hours, of course, even practicing the demos, then you can take a lot of that learning back and get started with T-SQL querying. You might have a requirement where you are writing an application or you're building reports and you just need to really learn get that skills, get the important things to start building those reports and start writing T-SQL query. This course will actually do that. This is going to be fast paced, so please keep up with the course. But then again, it's a video course, so you can always pause, rewind back, and then watch as many times as you want. That's the greatest advantage of this video course. Last but not the least, real values from the demos. So I hope that helps you in deciding if you should really subscribe for this course. I truly appreciate and respect that you have a lot of opportunities today online and with in-person classes, but with classroom training, today there are a lot of challenges. Of course, traditionally, historically, classroom training were the most preferred option. With today's logistic challenges and the cost factor, hiring a classroom, setting up a lab environment, hiring a trainer, traveling, etc. just really gets too much. And then there is fixed schedule with zero flexibility. And then you have to learn with everyone in the class. Different people have different experience and skill levels, and they do not match up. And there are always those tough times. So it's like too much to compromise in your learning experience. And this is there comes the video course, which is just so flexible and just so convenient. Look at the few bullet points there. First up, 12 to 15 hours of content in this video course. If this was a one-day class, probably this had to be wrapped up in 8 to 9 hours. But then here I had this flexibility that I could just give you more and more. So 12 to 15 hours of content, well modular design with theory as well as demos. Constantly up to date, which means today if you have these 10 modules and tomorrow I think I should record another module, I will do it, and I'll constantly keep it up to date. Let's say we have SQL Server 21 sometime in next year or whichever year that is. And I think there are some new querying enhancements, and I think I should record and update this course. I can do that. All these flexibilities are not available with classroom or online training. Annual subscription, which means you can subscribe and then look at that, watch anytime, anywhere, and as many times as you want. I think this is the greatest advantage of a video course. At your own pace, at your own convenience, you can watch. This is great balancing between work and personal learning. And then, as I said, self-paced and convenience. And this overall thing makes it so cost effective. You can watch it on desktop, your iPads or your tablets or even mobile phone for that matter. But then of course, I would recommend that you watch it on a desktop, because then that will encourage you to even practice immediately after a module is over. Overall, I feel, of course, that video course really has that advantage and that convenience factor. And of course, the biggest benefit being the on-demand aspect. Now, the next question is, when you sign up for a learning, for a training class, technical content is one aspect and the learning experience is the other aspect. Be rest assured about the technical content. With all my experience, I have tried to give you the best I could. From a learning experience, you might have questions as to how will the learning experience be? Well, the learning experience is going to be very lively. You get that 100% classroom feeling. That's the most important thing. The instructor, which is me, is right in front of you. Throughout the course, all modules, demos, I'm going to talk to you the way I'm talking to you right now. It just doesn't get better than that. In this recording, sometimes I'm going to be small and sometimes I'm going to be big. And that's the fun of the video course. But overall, look at the advantage here. There's no one out here. It's only you and me, and we are talking to each other. And this is like one-to-one teaching. This is the kind of personalized and individual attention that you are going to get in this video course. Think about this. You don't even get that in a classroom training. So this way, this is much better, more than 100% than a live classroom training. What are the next steps? Well, before you subscribe, you may just want to check out a few videos on our YouTube channel, SQL Maestros, and just get a feel of our content and the way I speak and the way I demo. But yeah, remember one thing, that those videos are all free videos, which means they have been recorded on personal equipment. Our video courses are professionally recorded with HD and Ultra HD quality in professional studio. So of course, there is hell and heaven difference between our free YouTube videos versus our professionally recorded video courses. Keep that in mind when you're watching the YouTube videos. But nonetheless, you can still go up there and just kind of browse around. If you are convinced and if you feel like, just go to SQL Maestros video course, sign up for this T-SQL querying video course, and you can get started. No waiting for logistics, no waiting for classroom, no waiting for the date, no waiting for the trainer to arrive, flights getting cancelled, so many things. But with video course, you can just get started. Well, with this, thank you very much for your time watching this video. I hope you decide to subscribe to this video course, and I will welcome you, and I would love to be your instructor and host for this video course. For whatever reason, if you decide not to subscribe, no problems at all. There's a lot of free content on our YouTube channel, SQL Maestros, and we'll continue to give more free content out there, which means you will either way continue to learn from us. Thank you very much.